Devin, how'd you see it, bro?
I mean, he did what he was supposed to do.
Yeah.
He did what we all thought he was going to do. Fortuna's crafty, but he got him out of there. We all knew he would get him out of there.
Was it too quick for you?
Was it too quick?
Like, what he did in there, is that good enough to say, like, he's ready for tank?
If he say he's ready for tank, I mean, he say he's ready for the big fight, so he should be in a big fight.
Yeah. What's next for you, man?
We got to see. I want to fight the best fighters in the world. I've been saying this for a while now. I'm not ducking or dodging nobody. Whoever it is, we're ready for him. October, I'll be back in the ring. Versus who knows.
Did Ryan show any kind of improvements? He's training with Joe Kusin now. Did he look any kind of different?
I think his defense looked a little sharper tonight, I feel like.
Yeah. How's the speed? Does the speed still look good?
Yeah, good speed. It's hard to tell because Javier Fortuna wasn't, he's not really in his prime anymore.
What's good, family? It's your man, the YB, back once again. So we just heard there from my doggy, Devin, the Dream Haney. Listen, don't no one want Dev. I gotta be honest with you. I don't care what no one says. Oh man, we need the money. Listen, Dev Haney, he the undisputed champion. That automatically comes with money. I don't care what no one says. An undisputed American grown champion. That in itself is money. And I'm not being funny, yeah, but the way these cats carry on like Tank, you'd think Tank here was doing. You'd think Tank was on some sort of Canelo thing, wouldn't you? Doing like 6, 5, 8, 800k, 500k kind of thing. The way they carry on. So even Ryan Garcia, to be honest with you. Yeah, Ryan Garcia can sell some shows and whatever else, but these guys, the way they carry on, yeah, is mad. Ryan Garcia was saying, undisputed belts don't matter. Yeah, because you ain't got none. Same as Tank. Tank only got email champ, this, that, the other. Belts don't matter. Because you ain't got no belts. And wait there a minute. If belts don't matter, why is it we always see these guys posted with their fake belts? Simple facts. You got Tank Davis with his fake WBA belt. You got Ryan Garcia always with his TikTokagram undisputed belt. Yeah? So what is it? The belts matter? Or do you know what I mean? Or don't they? Which is it? Or do you mean the fake belts you have, the minor belts you have, they matter, but the real ones don't? Quit the cap. Ain't trying to hear no more cap. But like I said, Dev Haney, genuinely, we heard a lot. We've heard all the hype before. We heard all the hype. Errol Spence is the boogeyman. Don't no one want him. Luis Ortiz is the boogeyman. No, honestly, yeah. Dev Haney is the only boogeyman, genuine boogeyman I've ever seen. I've never seen a man with 4 belts before. Look at Canelo, for example. Canelo, people are desperate. And they can actually tell a lie. Even their man don't really want Canelo. So yeah, Canelo's been ducked. But Devin Haney, there is honestly systemic duckage going on. I've never seen a man have 4 belts in a division, which is pretty quiet anyway, in as much as there's no out and out Floyd Mayweather, Conor McGregor kind of cats. Which means that when there's not no out and out huge names in the division, naturally, if there's an undisputed champion in that division, normally he's the big money fight. And he is, relatively speaking, yeah. I'm sorry, but Tank Davis versus Haney, Ryan Garcia versus Haney, all the different mixes of them few fighters, they're all, honestly, more or less, yeah, they're all the kind of same in terms of pay-per-view numbers, in my opinion. You can't tell me a Tank Davis versus Devin Haney pay-per-view is a lot less than a Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia pay-per-view. See what I'm trying to say? So they're all about equal, but yet, ain't no one trying to holler Dev Haney. And it says a lot. And it is a shame, to be honest with you. Because right now, I understand allegedly Ryan Garcia wants Tank Davis, but the sport's in an awful place right now. The fact that you can have a dude with 4 belts out here and someone in his division just said, or just want to fight, and the interviewer saying to him, what do you think he wants next? Well, he wants Tank next. It's kind of like, it just feels odd for me that a dude with 4 belts is talking about another dude within his division and even mention his name. What do you mean Ryan Garcia wants Tank? Ryan Garcia should be begging for Dev Haney. Now, as it happens, in all fairness, Ryan Garcia has allegedly moved up to 140 now. So I guess that kind of is off the cards. But still, it just shows you the weird behaviour, if nothing else. You got Ryan Garcia calling out calling out Tank at 135, but he really staying at 140. It's all just messy. It's all just everyone trying to, everyone trying to be all in the video for being all in the video's sake. And no one trying to really do any heavy lifting apart from Dev Haney. And I gotta be honest, yeah, in the past I've said things like Devin, no power having Haney, but end of the day, no power or not, he get it done. And he was happy to fly out to Australia against all the rules and get it done. Weren't no one else trying to do that. That's just the facts. Yeah, Kambosos could have fought Tank Davis. Tank weren't trying to hear that. He weren't. Tank would want to fight another gym fighter, is what he want to do. But anyway, man, listen. You heard there from Dev Haney reacting to the fight with Fortuna. He say Fortuna old. He say that we can't tell how quick Ryan Garcia's speed really is because he in there with old heads. And that's the truth. And that's the thing as well with Tank Davis. Meaning that everyone talk about Tank's power. And I ain't gonna lie to you. He clearly has power, but still. When you're going in there with these small dudes, random ass dudes, old dudes, gym fighter dudes, Rolly literally walked in with his chin, his beak right in the air. You ain't gonna catch Dev Haney with his beak in the air like that. So yeah, you get great knockouts against dudes like Rolly Romero, but when are we gonna see Tank knock out someone? Lomachenko, Dev Haney, Tuikafimo. Yeah? There's a whole bunch of names. And the worst thing is, there's been a whole bunch of names for the Baltimore Bumslayer to fight. It's facts. I remember from 2017, Tank Davis and Lomachenko. Facts. 5 years later, and Tank still hasn't had a big fight. A proper fight, sorry. He hasn't had a big or a proper fight. He's been, listen, in the last 5 years, Tank Davis could have made a true legacy. Imagine, yeah, Tank Davis could have knocked out Lomachenko potentially, and then be doing God knows what now. Instead, he sat back, and Dev Haney and Tuikafimo Lopez have taken all of his legacy. It's crazy, and it really does show you the difference in mentality. Dev Haney is a go-getter. Tank Davis, he a bumslayer. Simple as that. But anyway, man, I do feel, watching this interview, I don't feel sorry. Listen, Dev Haney, he the undisputed champion. He making millions of dollars doing what he loves. So I ain't feel sorry for him, but the feeling I got from this interview, it looks like Devin feels a little bit out of place. Things aren't adding up for him right now. How can I be the 4-belt champion and no one ain't saying my name? Ain't it though? I think Devin needs to change his fighting name to Devin Voldemort. Yeah, Devin, he who may not be named. Haney. That's what I think he should, honestly. And for many years people have talked about Duckage, yeah, but I've never seen anything like this. And I can't explain it. It really is odd. There's no top names mentioning his name. And the only thing that's possible to conclude from this is that they don't want the work. He must be a very hard man to beat, because if he was sweet, do you not think Ryan Garcia would be staying at 135 to become undisputed? Let's be real now. Let's talk turkey. If Devin Haney was sweet, Ryan Garcia in the post-fight press conference said, I beat Devin Haney in the amateurs. I've got his number. If you've got his number, why aren't you pushing for this fight next? Oops. Actions speak louder than words. And Dev Haney, he got all the actions. He went straight to Australia. Yeah, he won 12 rounds in Australia. Was prepared to fight without his long-term and only trainer. Oops. Yeah. Anyway, man, salute to my doggy Dev. Let's see how it plays out.